Yeah, we had the big kickoff event last night, so the wedding festivities are in officially full swing right now. It's exciting to finally be able to give some official details of what's happening because this wedding has been so secretive. I mean, really hard to have anyone confirm anything. The where, the when. Last night, we know what went down at the Madonna del Orto, a local church here in Venice. A huge welcome party. We were there. You can kind of get close. I mean, security's very tight, so you sort of peek around the edge and you can see a little bit of what's happening. Huge rainstorm came through. Didn't ruin the party though, but people did get soaking wet, my team included. Today we're gearing up for what's expected to be the main black tie event of the wedding. We've been told it's happening in this island right here, San Giorgio Island. It's a place that they're able to secure. We've seen police boats surrounding the island the last few days. We also know the G7 summit was there not too many years ago, so it's a place that's used to having sort of these high-profile events with powerful people. It's a place they can protect. It's also pretty private. I'm curious if we're going to be able to hear any music across the water. Last night we were able to hear some of the playlist from the party, so everyone will want details about who's playing, who's there, the food. Everyone's staying tight-lipped on all of that. It's really hard to get those types of details. And we also know a future event of the wedding is going to be at the Arsenal, the old Navy shipyard here in Venice. That's another place that's great for privacy and security. It has about 2 miles of these high brick walls, so tough to get a photo of anyone inside. So that's another venue that something is going to happen. There's always security in cities. We spoke with the mayor's office today. The deputy mayor said there's not any more security necessarily for this wedding. He was really adamant that this wedding is being treated like any other major event. He did say they had to bring in some extra security for protesters. And so I know we're expecting some major demonstrations on Saturday. The protesters have threatened to try to disrupt some of the wedding festivities, so there probably will be a bigger security presence on those days. We've been seeing security at the first kickoff event of the wedding. There was definitely extra security blocking down some of the streets, not letting people cross a bridge towards the venue. But if you look around now, it's not swarming with security. It kind of feels like a regular city. We've seen protesters take over St. Mark's Square. So they are making a scene in these major landmarks, but it's not everywhere. And I think people have to realize that as well. It is a few hundred people. For the most part, though, we're seeing tourists still walking around Venice. We've chatted with locals who tell us they're actually happy the wedding's happening here. We met one man who works in hospitality here in Venice and said he's seen a huge boom in business. Everyone knows the wedding's happening. Everyone kind of wants to talk about it, wants to talk about who they're seeing, who's staying where, all of the reports that have been coming out about what's happening. You see moments of celebrities, famous people on water taxis. Everyone gets their phone out trying to catch a glimpse. But then you also look around and you see tourists, right? We're in St. Mark's Square right now, and there's lines and lines of tourists just lining up to do the regular things that tourists do on a weekend in Venice. So you do have this juxtaposition of this billionaire's wedding and then just sort of business as usual in this. It really is this amazing moment where so many of the world's most powerful and influential people have all come to Venice. They're all going to these events. And it's rare to have that moment like this in such an iconic, historic city.